Guardiola getting mad at Haaland because of a penalty, how Ibrahimović barely escaped deportation from France, what made Messi confront Weghorst at that very interview, and what Bruno Fernandes did to Bernardo Silva. While watching a football game, we tend to overlook a lot of interesting moments, so in this video, we would like to draw your attention to some of them, those you most likely missed. And yes, among all things, this video is going to be about footballers' chats, so get ready for some curious conversations. But before we get into it, we would like you to answer our question. Which one of these famous trash talkers were given a ban for abusing the referee but didn't have to serve it in the end, as he simply retired from football? Marco Materazzi, Joey Barton, Vinnie Jones, Gerard Piqué. Please leave your answers in the comments, and now let's get started. Let's begin with this story featuring the ex-Real Madrid goalkeeper Diego Lopez. Should you look at the older pictures, you may clearly see the keeper balding. In 2017, however, Diego's side, Espanyol, played Real Madrid, and the keeper had a chat with Cristiano Ronaldo in the tunnel before the game. "Looking good, Diego, you've put up 3,600 hairs, huh?" said the Portuguese. They both laughed. But then a moment later, Morata drew Ronaldo's attention to the camera, which made Cristiano look at the cameraman and suddenly feel embarrassed. It's not unusual for footballers to let their teammates take a penalty instead of them. So let's take a look at how Erling Haaland's generosity infuriated Pep Guardiola. In a match against Leeds, İlkay Gündoğan had already scored 2 goals when City were awarded a penalty late in the game. The score was 2-0 in their favor, and Haaland let Gündoğan take a penalty. What many of you might have missed is Guardiola's reaction. No, you must take this penalty, Erling, it's you," Pep was shouting. Unfortunately, the German failed to complete his hat-trick from the spot, and Guardiola was so furious that he didn't shake the midfielder's hand when he was subbed off. In a post-match interview, Guardiola once again raged at İlkay and at Erling, but Gündoğan later said that he didn't ask for it, and it was the Norwegian's desire to let his teammates score his first ever hat-trick for City. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's rant on refereeing stance in League One and in France in general is something you've probably already heard of. But today we would like to let you know what was the reason for the Swede's outburst. In a match against Bordeaux, his opponent passed the ball back to his keeper, and the keeper grabbed it with his hands, which is prohibited by the rules. Ibra saw it and immediately alerted the referee. "Ref, it was a back pass," but the referee paid no attention to the Swede's words. And then, after the game, there came Ibra's notorious speech. Wake up, we're not amateurs. I've never seen this in my 15 years playing football. I've been playing football for 15 years and I've never seen decent refereeing in this shit country. They don't even deserve PSG in this country."
15 years never seen referee in this shit country. Don't even deserve PSG should be in this country.
By the way, these words caused so much controversy that a number of French politicians asked for Zlatan to be deported. So he had no other choice but to apologize. "I spoke only about football. My sincere apologies if anyone was offended or took it the wrong way." Now to Karl Toko Ekambi and his emotional reaction to him being subbed off. The Cameroonian left the pitch and headed towards the tunnel, and then this happened. And here's Luciano Spalletti shouting at Khvicha Kvaratskhelia after the Georgian was cut offside. "Khvicha, do you even mind the offside line?"
You look to the line!
Now to a funny moment from the Manchester City Real Madrid Champions League fixture. Los Blancos were really struggling, 29% ball possessions and 0 shots on goal in the middle of the first half. In fact, they hardly crossed the halfway line. So 25 minutes in, Guardiola came up to Vinicius and asked him, "Are you even playing?" "Yes, now we're playing," the Brazilian responded. By the way, there was another curious moment that evening. When City were already 1-0 ahead, Vinicius came up to Carlo Ancelotti. The Brazilian was too unhappy with Real Madrid's overly defensive approach and could hardly contain his frustration. When Carlo was asked about his chat with Vini at the post-match interview, his response was, "I don't know, I don't remember." Even compatriots may become enemies. Man United was playing Man City, and the City midfielder Bernardo Silva was having a chat with the officials at the halftime break. The United captain Bruno Fernandes came up to interfere, but Bernardo just told him, "Don't touch me, dude," as he pushed Bruno away. A few years ago, Juventus was playing Porto. Seconds before the full-time whistle, Ronaldo fell down in the box, but no penalty was given. Cristiano, Andrea Pirlo and all the Juve bench were shocked. There seemed to be a foul, so the VAR was to check it. However, the referee, Carlos del Cerro Grande, had other plans as he blew the whistle. The game was over. And now to what happened next. "Hey, you have to check it," said Pirlo. The referee responded, "No, we can't check it." "But why?" asked Pirlo. At that moment, the infuriated Cristiano came up to the ref. "You must consult the VAR, it was a clear penalty." But in the end, no one was going to check anything, as the final whistle had already been given. And this is why you should never approach Cristiano when he's in a bad mood. The Al Khalij staff member came up to Cristiano to take a selfie and put his arm around the Portuguese. The devastated Ronaldo was too wound up to tolerate that, so he pushed the intruder away and warned him with a hands-off gesture. Now to Lionel Messi's iconic interview after the Netherlands World Cup game.
Un poco caliente por el final.
¿Qué mira, bobo? ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Back in December, many of you already knew that Leo was talking to Weghorst. However, the backstory of this confrontation was revealed as late as in April 2023 as FIFA published the footage from the tunnel. While Leo was giving the interview, the Dutchman was staring at him. Messi noticed that and dropped that very line. "What are you looking at, fool?" After that interview, Wood was about to come up to Messi, but Leo's fellow Argentines blocked his way, even though he tried to explain to them that he only wanted to shake Leo's hand. By the way, it wasn't the Dutchman's 2 goals that made Messi so angry, but rather his behavior. This is how Wood provoked Lionel right after the final whistle. You can clearly see the Dutchman shouting something and the Argentine fuming. While Toko Ekambi lashed out at the trash can in the tunnel, Vincent Till let out his anger at the sideline, with everybody watching him. When his coach subbed him off, Vincent headed towards the bench. The head coach wanted to give him a handshake, but Vincent straight out ignored him and started kicking everything he saw. The look of confusion on the coach's face says it all. He definitely didn't see it coming. We're pretty used to ex-teammates giving each other warm greetings. After all, isn't it natural to be glad to see your old friend? However, these two, Wayne Rooney and Pogba, are surely not friends. While Rooney greeted his former teammate De Gea most warmly, he deliberately ignored Pogba, even though the Frenchman intended to give him a handshake. So the Englishman just kept standing there for 30 seconds, pretending not to see Paul, even though he did look at other United players. The explanation for his behavior is actually quite simple. After Rooney had retired, he told the media about Paul's unbearable temper. Carlo Ancelotti used to manage Everton from 2019 to 2021, and that's when one of the most bizarre stories in his career took place. Theo Walcott got an injury in the middle of the first half, and Carlo was about to bring in Sidibé as a sub. When the Frenchman was just about to join the game, he finally found out that he had forgotten to put on his left sock and had to go to the dressing room. While the fans found that incident hilarious, Ancelotti was outraged as his side had to play on with a man down for 3 minutes. What have I gotten myself into? The Italian was probably thinking. And this is how Jurgen Klopp got too excited with Diogo Jota's late goal against Tottenham. The German ran towards the fourth official and shouted something to him. After that, the wound-up Klopp ran back to the technical area, but suddenly grabbed his left thigh. Yes, Jurgen actually pulled his hamstring while celebrating this goal. My thigh is not alright. This is the punishment for my inappropriate behavior. Now it's going to hurt for the next few days," said Klopp after the game. That was the end of our today's video. We hope you enjoyed our compilation of the moments that add a bit of spice to our favorite game. So please let us know in the comments which one of these stories amused or surprised you the most, and if you would like us to make another video of this kind. Dear friends, feel free to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button if you enjoyed this video, as that will help its promotion and allow you to get a notification once our new video is out. That's it for today, but there's a bunch of other videos we have on our channel, so don't hesitate to check them out.